I want to talk a little bit change of direction in my presentation, and I'm going to move rather quickly because typically I like to take about 90 minutes to go through this type of a presentation. I've only got about 60 minutes, so we're going to cover the information very, very quickly. I'm going to talk about the Forex market and the strategies that I'm going to talk about and the type of charting and the individual information that we use. Well, a lot of our students, thousands of them are in the cryptocurrency market as well, which is really cool because that market's giving us a lot of volatility, a lot of range, a lot of unique opportunity to make some money right now. So we'll talk a little bit about each one of those today. For those of you that are in the webinar today, remember when it comes to trading, when it comes to investing, never ever invest money that you cannot afford to lose. You must always trade with proper equity management in mind. And we'll talk about that today, how we maximize our gains and minimize our losses through proper equity management. Okay, now this presentation, as I said, this particular presentation today is really designed for one thing, and that is to help you decide, if you're not already, if you have an interest in Forex trading. For those of you who've been trading a lot of equities, I'm sure a lot of you are options and equities traders in here. Again, I like to focus the majority of my portfolio now on the Forex market. Okay, but my job in this presentation is not really to show you how we do it. I'll give you a little bit of information, but really to show you how we've taught people all around the world to consistently make money in the currency market. In fact, one of our live sessions this morning, when the Fed interest rate came out, I'll show you the charts. We pocketed about 343 pips in about an hour's worth of time. That's a $3,400 trade on a standard lot. That was this morning with our students live. So we got a lot of great opportunity in the market. So again, we've been doing this for 23 years. We've taught students, next month will be 24 years in April. 24 years, taught students all over the world how to make money in this market. Now, I know a lot of you are looking to do this full-time. A lot of you are full-time traders. You're looking to improve your trading style, your trading approach, your results. And then I know a lot of you are just looking to generate a secondary income stream or a third income stream. The good news is, again, I don't care what your experience level is, your background, your education, we can help you do this. And I promise I don't take your time for granted. So let's officially get this thing kicked off. As I said, it's a live presentation, as you know. Today is March 22nd. The year is 2018. It's about 18 minutes after 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is New York City time. Make sure, as it says, you got a piece of pen, you got a piece of paper, you got a pen, you're prepared to take great notes. Again, I got a ton of information to cover very quickly. Renee already talked about myself, so I don't need to spend much time talking about who I am. This is my passion, gang. This is what I love to do, as most people are in these types of presentations, or else we wouldn't be doing it. One of my great gifts that I've got in my life is the ability to help others learn how to make money, and that's a pretty cool opportunity given every single day that I get to talk with new people. I get to work with our current students, and I'm excited to talk with all of you within this presentation today. So understand, what my experience, my background is a range of about 25 years. What I need to know from all of you is, what is your level of experience in this webinar? We've got 137 of you in here. What is your level of experience in the Forex market? If you were to rank your experience level on a scale from 1 to 10, 1 being brand new, 10 being you're a Forex expert, go into that chat box for me right now and rank your experience. And if you're trading other asset classes, type in the other asset classes that you are trading, so I know how I can detail and really how far we can go into different types of strategies and information within this presentation. Okay, so I've got Robin, that's funny. Hopefully a young Richard Gere. Emil's a 7, Kevin's a 1, trading futures. Peter, Tom's a 1. 5 years with futures, a lot of futures and options. Good, Doug. You're going to like this. This is going to be a great addition to your guys' portfolio then. Cool. All right. Well, this gives me a good idea then. Futures and day trading. Excellent. All right. So very important to understand when it comes to the Forex market. The Forex market is unique in the sense that it's what's called a zero-sum game. Now, in a zero-sum game trade, that means in every single trade, the winners get paid by the losers, okay? And the winners in the currency world, in the Forex world, are the people with the best tools, the best information, the best education, and the best people, the best coaches, the best mentors to work with. around and help them with their trades, okay? So what we do at Market Traders Institute, if you're new to us, again, it says 23 years on there. We've only got about another week of that because it'll be 24 years next month. Market Traders Institute's not a broker. You can use any broker that you want. They will all interact with our proprietary trading platform, our tools, our indicators. Again, what we've been doing for the past 23 years is providing a premier education portal, which I'll show some of it to you today, developing our own patent pending technology, a lot of very unique indicators. I saw some of you asking about Fibonacci's. We've got really incredible Fibonacci tools that are very unique to us and automated tools that we've created. But probably the most important thing we've done is assemble the best team, the best people, the best mentors, the best coaches in the world. Now, 23 years, again, going to be 24, we've been doing this. I would assume you understand you do not survive in business in this climate 23 going on 24 years without doing something right, without having a rock solid foundation by delivering results. Now, if you look at the building on the screen there, that's our corporate office. We're in Orlando, Florida. Some of you in the future will have a chance to come down and train with us right out of our office. We got a beautiful facility here. For those of you in colder climates, it's about 80 degrees here today. Beautiful weather in Florida. Actually, a little cooler today. It's going to be 80 towards the weekend, though. Nice place to come vacation and learn a little bit more about the Forex market. So we do a lot of education out here. Now, we've gone through tremendous growth as a company over the last 6 to 8 years. And I think that the growth really comes from a philosophy that starts with our founder, Jared Martinez, that we never leave a client behind. Now, in your notes, the first thing that I want you to write down is I want you to write down a couple words: coaching and mentorship. Coaching and mentorship. I mean, you can right now do a search on the internet or go to YouTube and find a ton of information on trading the Forex market. The problem is, you know, where do you go to trust people? Who do you go to follow their trades? Who do you go to follow their systems? Because there's a lot of different types of information out there, okay? The good news is you've got a great panel of people here today that are all good, reputable companies. But it can be challenging for people to do that, okay, to find a place to start. What I always tell people, when you're entering a new asset class or if you're entering trading in general, okay, the most important thing is to align yourself with the right people who have a proven track record of success. You know, not just trading for a couple months, couple years, 5 years, 10 years, but for decades. So they've traded through all sorts of different market conditions. So they understand not only the economics of the different market conditions, but mentally, psychologically, how you trade through those different types of economic conditions. And then on top of that, you combine yourself, you work with those people day in and day out. And that's really our approach, which is really unique to the industry. Every single day, we are live with our students. In fact, the currency market, for those of you who are new to the Forex market, it's a little bit different in the sense it's a 24-hour-a-day market. Literally every second of every minute of every hour the currency market is open, we are live trading, teaching, mentoring our students. Our students never have to enter a trade without working with one of our coaches to get their stamp of approval. That is our level of commitment to our mentorship and our coaching. And then I'm going to introduce you to some of our software and our education. And that's really what makes us unique in the industry and why we've had this footprint just getting bigger and bigger globally. I mean, we literally have clients all over the world. In fact, we were ranked by Inc. magazine, pretty cool honor, as high as the 592nd fastest growing private company in the U.S. Many of you know our founder. This is Jared Martinez. He's known throughout the financial world as the FX chief. He's a best-selling author, teacher, mentor. You know, he's been on Fox Business News, CNBC. He's been all over for the last 30 years. In fact, he's been trading the Forex market exclusively for 30 years. So this is the level of experience that our students get a chance to work with. And for those of you trading in the Forex market right now, to give you a little bit level of his results, just in the past 3 years, in third-party MyFX book verified accounts, he's been averaging over 2,000 pips a week. Now, again, you may not know what a pip is yet. This may be new to you, but 2,000 pips in a week in a standard lot, you know, that's $20,000 a week. That's $80,000 a month for 3 straight years. In fact, this year, the first 2.5 months of the year, he's generated about 18,000 pips. Again, that's about $180,000 on a standard lot. So this is the level of coaching and mentoring our students work with on a daily basis. Now, today's a unique day in our office. It's what we call our prediction day. So a lot of you guys are going to hear in a very cool day when we outline our current predictions, our current opportunities in the market. In fact, as I mentioned earlier today, in one of our live trading sessions, I'll bring up the charts for you. You can take a peek at them right here. One of our live sessions right here, in these 6 currency pairs right here, we generated about 343 pips on the Fed's interest rate decision today. So that was a nice opportunity in one of our live sessions. We have another live session tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, okay? Now, we're in the midst of what we call market madness. We're rolling out over the next 3 months, really now about 2.5 months left, with all the economic news rolling out, the time of the year, the volatility. Historically, over the last 6 straight years, we've generated with our strategies about 7,000 pips over these 3 months. Well, we just gained about 343 today. We got another 1,000 pips or so lining up in the next week and a half. Now, tonight, Josh will be outlining these opportunities in his session. Now, what makes these unique, and it's pretty cool, is in this webinar, I can do something different today. But typically, these are set aside for our more experienced students. However, because we're in investor inspiration, a lot of you are trading, a lot of you aren't interested. I've been given the green light to open up 10 slots in this session later today. If you'd like to go live in our session later today and you're interested in being one of the 10, all I need you to do is just type your telephone number in the chat box for me right now. Just type in your telephone number in the chat box and just type in live. Just type in live for live session. And we'll figure out the 10 of you by the end of the presentation. And just so you know, our track record since 2014 has been predictions of over 20,000 pips. So the results are there. So again, really cool timing. A lot of stuff going on right now. Real fun in the market. Good. I've got you guys, a bunch of you putting your phone numbers in and typing in live session. Excellent. We'll show you about that. Another really cool thing that we have coming up, as I said, next month, is our 24th year in business. We've got a 4-day trading event going on live. Okay, Bob wants me to pull this screen back up. Right here, Bob. It's tonight at 7 p.m. That's Eastern Standard Time. If you want to be in that session, again, just type in your telephone number and type in live session. Another thing we have coming up, as I mentioned, next month will be 24 years we've been in business. We've got our 24-year anniversary event, which is going to be a 4-day trading event where we've got our best traders, everybody from Jared to Josh to Jose to Steve King to Tyson to Chris Pulver, TN Kevin Dixon. Our experts are going to be rolling out live trading for 4 straight days. We're broadcasting this. It's beautifully broadcast professionally over the internet. It's like watching a TV show. We have professional cameras that are called TriCasters that we broadcast out of our office. We are going to be, at the end of this presentation, stay with me to the end, I'm going to give a handful of you an opportunity to attend this for free. It's going to be a really cool session. If you can't watch it free, we record it. We archive it. You'll have access to it anytime that you want. Now, the reason why our students keep coming back to us, gang, is because of the profits that are out there. And I would encourage you guys to get out and do some research on social media, and you can see exactly with your own eyeballs exactly what our students write. So before we jump into the charts and we start getting into the how and the why, my quick promise to all of you, by the time we get done with this presentation, if you don't already, you will understand the potential in the currency market, okay, and the power of the currency market. In addition, you're going to see how you can have immediate results, okay? Again, we have a live session tonight. This morning we made about 343 pips. How you can see immediate returns without, having to quit your job, without turning your life upside down. Now, again, we have to be realistic. This is not get rich quick. There's no such thing as an overnight millionaire. This is a skill. Learning to trade consistently, confidently, profitably is a skill. That's what we teach. And you'll get to do that with the help of your mentors, your coaches, our education. And again, stay with me to the end, because in addition to inviting some of you to our 24-year anniversary event, I'm going to give all of you an opportunity to come on board today risk-free as a student of ours for 60 days. So you can trade with us, be in all of our indicators, use all of our information, be in our live sessions. Again, literally every minute of every hour the market's open, we are live trading with our students. So it's very unique, our approach towards the market. Now, again, a couple things quickly. My experienced people, hang tight. I'm going to get some of my inexperienced, my newbies, my ones and twos, up to speed with you very basic things. Then we will jump into the technical aspect of what we do, our indicators, our unique proprietary information. But again, there's a lot of different types of asset classes to trade. Why the currency market? Well, it does offer some advantages. Number one, the liquidity in the market. And liquidity just simply means, for those of you that are new, that you can enter and exit the market anytime that you want. There's always going to be a buyer. There's always going to be a seller, okay? You're never stuck holding on to a trade, stuck holding on to a position, all right? So there's always a liquid market that's out there. Then the next thing is the flexibility, which I mentioned a couple times. It's a 24-hour-a-day market, so it's very, very flexible. This market opens up in the United States 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is on Sunday afternoon. It's open all night, all morning, all day, every day till Friday, 5 p.m. Now, that's a big advantage for me. I'm a father of 3 kids that are all active in school and sports, 12-year-old, a 9-year-old, and a 6-year-old daughter. I spend a lot of time coaching, running them around with my wife. I like this market because I can trade around my schedule. You know, it's not a normal 9:30 to 4 p.m. schedule. I can trade at night. One of my favorite strategies to trade is a strategy you will learn as a student called the London daybreak strategy, which actually that strategy is in the middle of the night when the London market opens up. That strategy starts at 2:30 a.m. and we trade it for about 90 minutes. It's a scalping strategy to earn about 200 to 500 pips a session. So that's one of my favorite times to trade. Or again, I can trade normal business hours. It's just a very flexible market. And the size, you know, for new people, this may surprise them that it's the largest market in the world. Okay, there's more money that goes back and forth, exchanges hands than any other market that's out there. And then focus. Another big advantage for me as an equities trader, if you're an options trader, stocks trader, you know, there's thousands of companies to potentially invest in all the different sectors that are out there. Well, in the currency world, the Forex world, there's only about 60 currency pairs worldwide to trade. We pay attention to about 21. And that big movement that we're anticipating in the next about 6 to 8 weeks, that's going to be over 6 currency pairs. That's it. It's called our USDX strategy. So we keep you very, very focused in this market. And that focused trader is a successful trader. That's part of being a successful trader. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and flip gears now. And I'm going to bring up some charts. Let me know that you can see that I brought up some charts so I know everybody is with me. All right, good. So you can see I've transferred over to my charts for my PowerPoint presentation. Now, what we're looking at here is our own proprietary trading platform. This is what we call the UCS, the Ultimate Charting Software. We've developed this internally on our platform for our traders, by traders. It works on every currency pair that's out there. It works on every time frame that's out there. And it works on the 3 main coins, cryptocurrency coins, your Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin. And it works on 27 altcoins for those of you who like to dabble into cryptocurrencies, okay? On top of that, what makes us really unique is we've got a lot of patent pending technology in here, very unique indicators, a lot of automation, some power tools, power Fibonacci's, some very cool stuff that's in here that we've just built because our founder, Jared Martinez, is considered to be really the godfather of Fibonacci's in the currency world. He's probably the best in the world at teaching it. So we've taken his strategies and his philosophies and we've automated a lot of that, which makes it really easy for students to get in and out of trades and make successful trades. Now, again, for those of you that are new to this, another cool feature of this is it's all web-based. So literally, my trades are all right here in the clouds, so I can access all of our expert trades as well. In fact, if you look at right here, this is the trading platform, the smart trading platform. This is what's called our ideas section. This is where our experts have posted their workspaces. So an expert will create a workspace, okay, where they're looking at entry exit points. And you as a student have the ability just to click on those workspaces and click download right here, and it will bring it right into your platform for you. So it's a really cool way for us to share our information back and forth, okay? Now, again, for those of you that are new to trading the currency market, the Forex market, it's like every other market that's out there. You know, we're looking to buy when the market is trending up, and we're looking to sell when the market is trending down, okay? The difference is, in this market, a little bit different, our job is to capture pips. And I know this is elementary to a lot of you, but we got to get new people up to speed. Capture pips. Now, a pip is an acronym for price, interest, point. Price, interest, point. Now, I'm not going to get into a big definition or description of what a pip is at this point, because it's not necessary. All you need to know for this presentation is that pips are good. Pips are your friend. Your job is to capture as many pips as you can when the market is moving up, and capture as many pips as you can, excuse me, when the market is moving down. I will show you again how pips turn into profits in just a moment. Now, as we're looking at this chart right here, you'll see in the middle of this chart, there's a watermark where it says GBP NZD 1 hour. Okay, what we're looking at is the Great British Pound New Zealand Dollar 1 hour chart. Now, again, for those of you that are new, these little indicators on the screen right here, these little rectangles that are kind of flipped on end, they're called Japanese candlesticks. Japanese candlesticks. Now, a Japanese candlestick is a visual representation of how much the market has moved within a particular period of time, okay? Within a particular period of time, because we're on an hourly chart, they're all 1 hour candlesticks. They could be minute candlesticks, 10-minute candlesticks, weekly candlesticks, but these happen to all be 1 hour. If I click on one, you can see this is from yesterday, 5 a.m. It had an open, a high, a low, and a close. So this candle opened up right here. It dipped down, had a low for the hour, moved up, had a high for the hour, settled in, closed out that hour up because it's white. If it was down, it would be dark, and then opened up a brand new candle, of which that candle moved down, had a low, shot up, had a high, settled, and closed that candle up again. And it does it over and over and over again. Now, very quickly, I'm going to go through the mechanics of a currency trade, okay, how pips turn into profits. At first, I'm not going to do any analysis or anything. We're going to get into that in a moment. What I need everybody to be on board with right now is how an actual trade works and how we see our money come into our account, okay? Well, let's just say based on an indicator, based on information, based on the help of our coaches, our mentors, we decided to make a trade right here, make a buy. We decided to sell out of a particular trade right here. So we purchased into this trade right here, and we sold out of this trade right up here. Now, the difference between buying right down here in this line and selling right up here in this line is the difference between this number over here and this number above it, both of them on the right. Yes, it is, Dennis. It's being recorded, my friend. That would be the amount of pips that we would profit. Now, I can measure that by just grabbing my ruler, coming right up here. And everybody look up in the top left-hand corner where my cursor is pointing, okay? You should be able to recognize that we would have gotten into this trade on the 20th, a couple days ago. We would have sold a day later on the 21st. We would have made 168 pips. And we went in this trade for 19 bars. Now, bars are candlesticks. Because we're on an hourly chart and each one of these candlesticks represent 1 hour, 19 bars equal 19 hours, okay? So everybody understands that, type in yes or the letter Y in the chat box for me. Let me know that you know that we would have bought down here on the 20th, sold out here on the 21st. We would have made 168 pips, and we would have been in the trade a total of 19 hours, okay? Let me know if that makes sense. All right, so this is where, if you're new, you got to pay close attention, because this is how pips turn into profits right here. This is how pips turn into profits right here. When you trade in the Forex world, you trade in what are called lot sizes. There's 3 different types of lot sizes. You can trade with what's called a micro lot, a mini lot, or a standard lot. Micro, mini, or standard. If you trade with a micro lot, you're looking at a $20 US investment per trade. Now, right there, that's one of the really cool things about the Forex market is it doesn't take a lot of money. You don't need a lot of capital to get started. Just like with options, you don't need a lot of money. And even more so with this, you can start with even less money, okay? You don't need a lot of money to get started. You can start small and grow your account and confidence over time. Now, most of my students trade mini lots. That's a $200 investment per trade. And a standard lot is a $2,000 investment per trade. Each one of these have a different profit value to them, okay? Each one of these have a different profit value to them. If you trade with a micro lot, you're looking at a $20 US investment per trade, okay, right? Now, a $20 US investment per trade. Think about this trade over here. We invest right down here with our broker $20. The broker holds onto the $20. We sell 19 hours later. We pay a little bit of commission, okay? Well, we made 168 pips. Well, if we invested in our micro lot and we made 168 pips, in a micro lot, we make 10 cents per pip. So that means our $20 investment just produced $16.80 return, which again is not a lot of money, but that's a tremendous return on investment in a day and a half's worth of work, really less than a day and a half, 19 hours worth of work. Well, let's say we make that same trade, but we do a mini lot investment. We invest $200 in the trade. So one of the great things is I don't have to do anything different as far as analysis, any more evaluation, any more time, energy, or effort. All I do is invest a little bit more money. I invest $200. My broker holds onto the $200. I sell 19 hours later, okay? Now I made, for my pips, remember I made 168 pips, $1 per pip. So my $200 just turned into $368, less a little bit of commission, in 19 hours time. That's pretty good right there, right? Okay, so let's say you've been trading mini lots. You've built your confidence. You've built your account up, okay? You're ready to step up and reinvest. So you decide to do a standard lot trade. Again, you don't have to do anything different, any more analysis, any more information, any more time, energy, or effort. All you do is invest a little bit more money in a standard lot trade, okay? So you invest $2,000. The broker holds onto the $2,000. 19 hours later, we get our $2,000 back. But for every pip now on a standard lot, we just generated $10 per pip. So our $2,000 just turned into $3,160, okay, in about 19 hours time. Again, tremendous return on investment. And the big advantages in this market is beyond volatility, beyond the leverage, the buying power is incredible. The opportunity to control a lot gives you a real advantage in this market. And what we do live with our students is what we do is I'm showing you on this screen every day. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and switch back. Now think about it. Remember I showed you this chart from this morning, these charts right here that our students did. You figure in all 6 of these trades right here, 50 pips, that was $500. 25 pips, that was $250 on a trade. Another 50 pips, that was another $500. 68 pips was $680, and 75 pips was $750, and another $750. That's where we came up with the $3,430 this morning in about 1 hour's time trading in our session, okay? And again, we'll be trading again live tonight at 7 p.m. where we'll be lining up our targets for about 1,000 pips of opportunity. That's what our target is for. Again, if you're interested in being in that live session tonight and you didn't previously, just type in your telephone number and live. Okay, we're going to do that tonight at 7 p.m. That's 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, so now back to actually looking at the charts here. The beautiful thing about the currency market, okay, is it's a very, very visual market. Okay, I've got your number, Jason, Anthony, Karen, I've got your number, Nick, I've got your number. It's a very visual market, okay? Very visual market. It loves to move in these wave-like patterns, right? Moves up and down in these wave-like patterns over and over and over again, okay? So what we're looking to do is smart. Robert and Richard, I have your numbers as well, my friend. Cool. Yep, we're going to do that live tonight at 7. It's going to be an awesome session. All right, so here we go. We're looking to make money when the market reverses, right? Just like any other market, buy into it when it's moving up. Make money on our upward move. Well, when the market reverses and starts to push down, okay, when the market starts to reverse and push down, we also want to make money and sell into the market when it moves down in a downward market. Now, every single trader, I don't care how basic, how advanced, must know 3 things in every trade to be successful. Number 1, you got to know market direction. Number 2, you got to know entry points, when to get in. right? And then number 3, you got to know when to get out. When to get in, when to get out. Now, when you come on board as a student, you're going to use technology to determine a lot of these things. You're going to use your education to determine these things. Most importantly, you're going to use and lean on your coaches and your mentors to determine these 3 things. But I mentioned this before. One of the things that we are considered to be one of the best at teaching in the world is understanding Fibonacci analysis. Now, I know a lot of you understand and you know Fibonacci's, and a lot of you don't know Fibonacci's. For those of you that are new, just very quickly, Leonardo Fibonacci was a 13th century mathematician. And what he discovered is through the world of nature that has this rhythmic cycle built right in, that everything moves in a pattern, a wave-like pattern, a sequence of numbers that is repeatable. You know, if you looked at the scales on a fish, it's in a pattern. It repeats itself. If you looked at how plants grow, they grow in a pattern. If you look how animals reproduce, it's in a sequence of numbers. Your thumbprint is in a sequence. It's in a pattern. The stripes on a zebra, it's all called what's called the golden ratio. It's math. It's a sequence of numbers that's repeatable. Well, the beautiful thing about markets is, especially the currency market, is it loves to repeat itself over and over and over again. So we use mathematics through Fibonacci retracements and extensions to help us determine mathematically where the market has been in the past, where it's going to move in the future. Now we're going to apply this to the live market in just a second here, and we're going to automate it all in just a minute here, which is really cool. But first, just so everybody understands, the market moves in wave-like patterns where it makes what are called higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, and then they'll reverse and make a lower high, higher low, excuse me, high, lower low, lower high, and does this over and over and over again, okay? Now, some of you were asking about this before. This is very basic. This is what is called the ABCDs of Fibonacci's, okay? I'm going to draw out the ABCD pattern. This is my A boundary. This is my B boundary. This is my C entry in this example, and this would be what's called my D extension. So everybody can see A, B, C, D, right? Okay, good. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to draw a manual Fibonacci. Again, we're going to automate it in a moment here, but I want to manually draw Fibonacci from point A to point B. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw out 3 buy zones. 3 buy zones. My first zone right here, I'm going to shade this one in red. Okay, so we'll shade this one red. Then my next zone just below it, we'll go ahead and shade this in right here, blue. So this one will be blue. And my next zone right here, I'm going to go ahead and shade this green. So can everybody see the colors, just to be clear? Make sure you can tell me, type in the chat box yes or the letter Y to let me know that you can see the 3 colors. It's important you can see the red, blue, and the green. Okay, good. Everybody's telling me yes, 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 yes. Okay, good. So what we're looking to do in this example, okay, is make money in this particular trade. Obviously, when the market moves up, comes back, reverses, we're looking for an entry point to get in into this right here. And then what we're looking to do is be in this trade and let the Fibonacci's determine our exit points through the extensions, right? All right, so we use different types of indicators, obviously, to determine reversals, trend line breaks. We use our candlestick formations. I don't want you to worry about that right now. All I want you to think about for demonstrations of the Fibonacci is, let's just say our reversal takes place down here in the green. So I buy down here in the green. I invest in a mini lot. I invest in $200 with my broker, right? So my broker's holding on to my money. I'm in this trade as it's moving up, as it's moving up, as it's moving up. Now, if you can imagine the green line coming all the way across, which is called an extension, Fibonacci extension, the 1180. This line's coming all the way across, okay? This coming across, I'm going to sell the second I hit that. Now, the reason for that is because based on where the market has been in the past, it's telling me if you continue to hold on past the 1180, the numbers start to move against you, and the likelihood increases that this trade will go the other direction. So if I buy down here in the green, I sell at my green extension. Pretty basic concept. Well, let's say our reversal pattern takes place right here in the blue zone. So we buy down here, our entry's down here in the blue zone. Okay, so I buy in the blue zone, and I'm sure you can figure it out by now. If I buy in the blue, I'm going to trade to the 1270, and I sell. Well, let's say our reversal takes place in the red, much bigger zone. I buy in my red zone, I'm sure, again, you can figure this out by now. If I buy in the red, I'm going to trade this all the way up until I hit my extension right here. So does everybody understand Fibonacci's A, B, C, D? We buy and sell green to green, blue to blue, red to red. If that makes sense, type in yes in the chat box. So we can put this on some candlesticks, and then we're going to automate it all in a minute here, and you're going to see some really cool stuff. All right, so very quickly, just so you can get a clear visual of how this looks on a candlestick, I'm just going to simply draw an A. I'm going to simply draw a B, okay? Now, I don't know where my C entry point is yet. We got to do a little bit of analysis, so let's just draw out our Fibonacci right here, point A to point B, just like that, okay? Point A to point B, just like that. So what I'm looking to do now is get some sort of an indicator of trend direction right here, so then I can start to look for an entry into this particular trade, right? Got our direction. Well, you don't have to be an expert trader. Draw a simple trend line, okay? And you can see we got a downward push right here. So what we're looking for is a breakout of that trend, which in the next candle, very clear breakout. Now, which color zone are we sitting in right there? Type it in the chat box for me if you can recognize what color that is without me having to shade it. Red. Yep, everybody's telling me red. So if I buy in the red zone, okay, I'm going to trust my process and I'm going to trade until I hit my red extension right there, okay? Now, the next thing I've got to do is I can figure out what my target would be. If I bought right here and it hits my target, that's going to be 75 pips. And I know I'm moving quickly because I got a bunch of stuff I want to show you once we get this basics down. That's 75 pips. Target. Okay, so the next thing we have to do is obviously we would set up our stop loss order. We would set up a stop loss order just to electronically execute. If it hits a number we choose, again, we'll teach you how to properly set up stops to protect your downside. If I am aggressive in this trade, I do it about 5 to 10, 15 pips below my B, 10, 15 pips below my A. In this example, it would end up being about 25 pips. So I would end up with about 25 pips of risk. So we got a 3-to-1 risk ratio. So we're willing to risk 25 pips to make 75 pips, okay? 3-to-1 risk ratio. Well, we execute our trade and let's see what happens. Let's see if it hits our target or it follows down and hits our stop loss order. So we're in our trade, we're in our trade, we're in our trade, and boom. Right here is when we would sell, right there. We don't chase this up, we follow the process. We let the Fibonacci analysis do the work. Well, that was about 7 hours time, okay? So 7 hours. Made about $750. And this is exactly what I'm showing you, the type of analysis we did this morning when the Fed interest rates came out. In our live session, we generated 343 pips in an hour. On a standard lot, that's $3,000, gang. That's $3,430. Less a little bit of commission. But here's the beautiful thing. Once you learn market direction, these A, B, C, D movements will happen multiple times, sometimes 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times in a row before overall market direction changes. So what I do is I keep looking for my trends to repeat over and over again. So watch what I do now. I simply get rid of this right here, okay? Because we're done with this trade, okay? I get rid of this, okay? And then I get rid of my trend line sitting right here. Get rid of this Fibonacci. Now follow me on this. My old B, or excuse me, my old C right here is my brand new A. My B is my new high over here. So again, we're going to automate this in a moment. But right now I just manually draw my fib right here. Boom, point A to point B, just like that. Okay? Now you can see we've got another pattern. It's repeating itself. It's doing the same thing over and over again. Look, it's moving down. So we're looking for a breakout within that pattern. So we're looking for the candles to break out. Boom. We actually have multiple opportunities right here, okay? Multiple opportunities to get into this particular trade. Well, we just happen to be that we are in the red zone again, okay? We happen to be in the red zone again. Now, here's the thing. If this happened to fall down and our reversal took place down here, okay, in the blue, we would trade to the blue. If it was in the green, we would trade to the green. We could have in an A, B, C, D movement multiple entry points where we could be in an A trade, or excuse me, a green trade, a blue trade, multiple red trades, okay? That's what our automation is going to do for you. But this example, again, it's green, excuse me, red to red, all right? So we would set up our stop loss order. We're going to follow all of our steps, and we are in our trade again. And boom. And this for a lot of people, when I can show a nice clean example like this, when you see how that perfectly hits that, almost like it's bouncing right off that ceiling. That's hitting that resistance right there, and it starts to go down. For a lot of people, it's kind of when the light bulb goes off of, hey, this Fibonacci stuff is pretty cool. Well, in this particular trade, that's 127 pips in 18 hours. Okay, so that's 18 hours, 127 pips. Right there. That's exactly what we're looking to do. That's exactly what we did this morning with these charts right here on this. Again, this was worth about $3,400 profit for our students earlier today. And we repeat this process over and over and over again. Now, what makes this really cool is how about we take this and we automate it. Now, check this out. This is something that we have created internally. This is for our students, all right? I'm going to click right here where it says Smart Fibonacci. We own the patent on this, okay? I'm going to click right here where it says Smart Fibonacci, and I'm going to come down and find my low, 1, 2, 3, boom. And it automates all my Fibonacci's for me, 100% accurate, okay? Now you can see the ABCD movement has repeated itself, 1, 2, 3, and it's in the midst of its fourth move happening right now, okay? You can see the trend line break happening right now, right here, as the opportunity. That's a terrible trend line. Sorry, let me draw a little better one for you there. How about if I just draw an automated trend line, smart trend line, 1, 2, 3, click, just like that. So you can see we've got our breakout happened right now, right? In this particular trade right now, we're in the red. We're in the red. So if this hits my red target, right there, if it hits my red target, I'm looking at 636 pips of opportunity right there. That's a chance at $6,000 on a standard lot. That's $600 on a mini lot, okay? Just this past trade alone right here, if you got into this one right here, that was, this came down, had our breakout, went 446 pips. This broke out right here. Look at how it perfectly hits that Fibonacci right there and goes the other way. 500 pips, and here we are in a brand new movement where we're looking at a nice move of close to 400, 500, 600, 700 pips. We'll just chase our stop right up with it. So we'll protect our downside. I started showing this trade about a week ago. Right now, I'm up about 150 pips in it. This is what we do live for students. But let me show you something very cool. Here's the thing that can happen, though. Now, pay close attention to this, all right? As I bring this right back up again, okay? In a ABCD movement, you can have multiple entry points in a trade. You could have a green to the green. You can have a blue to the blue. You can have red to the red. The problem is traders don't have time to sit there all day and stare at charts. And this is where the really cool features of our power Fibonacci takes over. See this gear right here in the middle of the screen. If I click on this right here, this opens up my power Fibonacci settings. Watch this. With a click of the mouse, how I set these trades up. Select all lines right there. That's all I have to do. That's one click, okay? Then what I do is I hit OK. And you can see right here, at every one of these indicators right here, it has set up entries for buys. If you see the dotted lines, that means automated trades are all set up, ready to go at each one of these, okay? Everything is ready to go. You can look at all my orders right here. They're all sitting right here at the exact prices, the exact opportunity, and they are set up to trade proper color to color. It sets up my automated stops. This is what is called power Fibonacci. This is our own proprietary tools, and this goes along with our automated tools as well. Those power Fibonacci's are absolutely incredible. We can apply them as well, though, in a downward turn in the market, right? In a downward turn in the market. Let's bring up a different chart right here. We'll take a look at this. And actually, let's bring up right here. Bring up a different chart for you to take a look at right here. So right here, I've got my automated fibs on a downward trend, 1, 2, 3, click. There we go. AB movement on the way moving down. The results that we get on this, and again, we're going to be going live tonight at 7 p.m. with about 1,000 pips of opportunity. Trading the USDX strategy the last 6 consecutive years, March, April, and May, on average, we have generated over 7,000 pips over those 3 months, trading a strategy on the USDX strategy. We are lining up these right here, all of these currency pairs, to lay this opportunity out for our students. And right now, we're in the midst of this. We made about, as I said, 343 this morning, got 1,000, another 1,000 lining up. Gang, the opportunity is sitting right there for you. This is what we do. This is how we teach it. We use all this automation and all these automated tools that go through here. This is our power Fibonacci formula where we've taken all of this information. And again, I'm going to skip through some of this because I usually take a little bit longer to explain a lot of it. But we've taken all the traditional analysis and we've made it into a very easy 3-click method. Gang, it works great. In fact, look at some of these results. Now, I want you to think about this for a second. These are actual posts right off of our Facebook pages. How about last year? Ed and Cartwright, good year overall, finishing up with 50,000 pips. 50,000 pips. Goal next year is 100,000. That's $500,000. Right here, Gary. Thanks, Gary. That's one of our coaches. 14,000 on this trade. Another one right here, $10,000 on this trade. Right here, Hayward closed out the week with 4,850 pips. Dan, averaging 7 straight weeks of over 5,000 pips. This picture was taken last year at our 23-year anniversary event. This is Trish, 1,208 pips in a week. That's $12,000 on a standard lot. Elizabeth, okay, her first 2 months last year, she made 4,250 pips. I mean, if you do half as well as these folks, you're going to be really, really pleased. In fact, our students last year generated over 3.3 million pips in real money trading accounts. That's over $33 million. This year, it's up almost $12 million already. We're not even through the first quarter yet. What we're going to talk about very quickly now is I'm going to go over this program, the Ultimate Charting Package, the Ultimate Traders Package on Demand. Again, I know I'm moving quickly. I normally take about 90 minutes to go through this presentation. I only had an hour. But what I want you to understand is everything that comes within our package, because it's all inclusive. It's the education, it's the software, but most importantly, it's the mentorship, the coaching, and the live trading. 24-hour a day, we are live trading this program. It's the most complete, all-encompassing program. I witnessed in being around the financial services, the trading business for about 25 years. Again, write it down, Ultimate Traders Package, the UTP. I'm going to break it down into 5 phases, okay? Then we're going to talk about how you can come on board risk-free for the next 60 days as a student of ours, so you can check us out. The first phase is your training, your actual online on-site trading that we will cover in a moment. The second phase is your continued education through our online university, through our back office portal. Smart Trader platform, our trading platform. Again, everything is all inclusive in this. On top of that, your mentorship and your coaching, your live support, your technical support, your customer support. And on top of that, our analysts on demand, our online trading rooms. Now, the first part, as I mentioned, is a 2-day training class. Now, don't get this confused with our 4-day, 24-year anniversary session that we have coming up next month. Next month, as I mentioned, for those of you that are logging in late, we will be celebrating our 24th year in business. Every year, we do an anniversary event. This year's is 4 days where our experts will be trading live, teaching techniques, strategies, a lot of really interesting, cool ways, different ways, approaches towards the market that we've used over the years. 4 straight days, about 40 hours worth. That's going to be a bonus for a lot of you today. Now, here's the thing. This 2-day Wealth and Freedom class is something that we teach live in our offices. If you'd like to fly down to it and come to our offices in Florida and be live with us eyeball to eyeball, we would love to have you, okay? In the meantime, you'll probably just want to watch it live over the internet. We record it, so if you're working or you can't watch it all live, you can access it anytime that you want. You have unlimited access to this as a student. I would encourage all of you at least one time at some point to come to Orlando and train in our office, because there's nothing like getting, elbow to elbow with our experts and working with them. Now, your continued education is through our online portal, okay? We're constantly improving and adding. We professionally shoot everything. We have got a beautiful studio here where we go through all of our exercises, all of our lessons. You will have immediate access to this today through your user ID and password through the back office of our website. And then our trading platform. You're going to get access to all of our tools, all of our indicators. I showed you about 2% of what our platform can do. The unique tools and indicators, and it's all cloud-based. So again, think about this. Tonight when Josh does his live session, tonight, when he is done, he will say to all the people in the session, okay, go now to the Trading Ideas page. I've posted my workspace. All you have to do is click download, and the workspaces are right on your computer in real time, all updated. I mean, this is like us giving you the answers to the test before you take the test. You just download it and boom, all the work is done. You just follow along step by step, okay? Very cool stuff, okay? All right, so again, I know I'm moving quickly here. A few more things I want to cover. This all works on cloud-based devices. So I can have it on my iPhone. I can have it on my tablet. I can have it on my Android. Very cool technology right there, gang. That's our own patent pending technology. You will all get a session with Jared Martinez himself to understand the psychology of trading. He's been doing this for 30 years. He teaches what he calls his fast track mentorship. Really awesome component to this. But again, the most important thing are the daily live webinars. Every single day we are live teaching new techniques, live in the market. We record these webinars live so you have access to them when you come home from work. You have access to them if they're in the middle of the night. Whatever they are, if you can't watch them live, they're recorded, they're archived. We have them all. You can go to them anytime. Combine that with the workspaces, right? Again, combine that with your workspaces, and gang, that's how you start to make money in these markets right here, okay? Especially if you've never traded anything in these markets. We make this a one-stop for all of you. And then on top of it, the cool thing is, don't take my word for it. Take the next 60 days, all right? Once you sign up, you've got the next 60 days to work with us, to come to all of our trainings, to come and work with our experts, to use our trading platform, to go through our education, to go through everything. And after 60 days, if you do not believe this is going to give you the type of return you're looking for on your investment, we will give you 100% of your investment back. All we ask is you give us an honest effort. Now, this program, through the years, as we've built it up and added more benefits, more features, more services, improved everything. Nowadays, if you a la carte, you break it all out, it's got a market value of about $16,000. Now, you can go online to our website at Market Traders Institute anytime this year. You can get the whole bundle of the program, everything, for a one-time investment of $7,995. Now, if you get started today, because we have an investor inspiration special, if you go ahead and get started in the next hour, I'm going to give you an incredible discount to get started. I'm going to take $3,000 off the online pricing for investor inspiration. Your one-time investment is only $4,995, and we will give you an in-writing 60-day 100% money-back guarantee. If you'd have been trading with us live this morning, you could have made nearly that amount this morning on a standard lot. Now, it's real easy for you to get started. All I need you to do, even if you previously did it, I just want you to put your telephone number in the chat box and type in interested. And what I will do is I will have an education specialist reach out to you, answer all your questions, get you taken care of, get you scheduled for an orientation, get you ready to go so you can be actually live with us tonight at 7 p.m. So go ahead and type your telephone number in the chat box, and we will follow up with you. Charles, I got your number. Nicholas, I've got your number. Neil, I've got your number. Again, our goal is about 7,000 pips between now and the end of May. We've got an opportunity to gain this. In the last 6 years trading this USDX strategy, gang, this is what we've done right here. Now, just very quickly, I'm going to wind this down here in a second. There's 2 ways to invest in the program. For those of you that may be interested in a payment plan, yes, we have them. That's an option D. Option A is people who want the discount. If you'd like to save the $3,000, just pay it all at once, get your 60-day money-back guarantee, you're in option A. Put an A next to your telephone number. If you would like to speak to one of my education specialists about our payment plans, we can customize them. We're very flexible to work with you. Put in a B, so we have the proper education specialist reach out to you. And those of you that come on board today, okay, and you sign up as an option A, I'm going to give you a $2,500 value. I'm going to give you a free ticket to our 4-day live trading event. This event, our students that are attending have paid $2,500 for. You're getting it free in this session today. Just type in anniversary event that you want that, okay? And we'll add that in there for you, gang, and you're going to get a lot of nice benefits, a lot of nice extras today in this presentation, being that it's an investor inspiration. And again, very quickly, the last thing I will say to all of you, congratulations. I tried to cram a lot as I could in about an hour. Those of you that would like to just speed up the process, if you call into that number on the screen, 407-585-2417, 407-585-2417. Those of you that pick up the phone, you call in right now, you get on the phone with one of my education specialists. On top of me giving you the $2,500 free ticket to our 4-day event, when you sign up as an option A, I will save you another $500, okay? So your one-time investment is only $44.95. If you're going to call in, go ahead and start calling in right now, and we'll get you taken care of. Again, just send a review so you know everything that comes along with the program. Again, I know I'm moving quickly. I normally take much longer to go through this step by step, but all of this is 100% included. I congratulate Brandon and Jasmine and Sue and Emily. Looking forward to working with you guys. Again, if you want to save a little extra money, pick up the phone, call in, and our folks will get you taken care of. And on top of that, again, on top of that, you get a 60-day, 100% money-back guarantee. Okay, we have to earn your business, gang. We have to earn your business over the next 60 days, which is just how we like it. If you'd have been trading live with us this morning, you had an opportunity for 343 pips.